Hi, puppos. What are you doing? What are you doing, boys and girls? Hi. Yeah, look at that little guy, Nibble. Mr. Bowie, Baby Fawn. We got Bubba over there. I gave him a new pig ear this morning, and he is just tearing it up. Sorry if I sound kind of rough today. The fall allergies are starting to kick in here in Tennessee, and boy, it's tearing me up. Wanted to make a quick video of the puppies having a play, and a lot of people have been asking about them since I ran the ad on Facebook. A lot of people have been asking, like, do you have, current pictures of the puppies? The puppies are 9 weeks old today. Nibble, I think him and Bubba are the two prettiest ones out of the bunch as far as coloring goes. Nibble's a blue tri, which is, he's just gorgeous, all his markings and everything. Fawn is our only female, and she's a breedable one. Her Nibble and Bubba will all be available with breeding rights, as they have all of their good-to-go gear. Bowie, there in the center, he didn't have one of his testicles drop yet, so it's entirely possible it'll drop later, but at his vet check, it was not dropped. He only had one, so when that happens, because of the breed standard and because we don't want to pass along genes that may have issues, I usually let those puppies go at a little lower price and with a limited registration, because they can't have and make babies and pass along their genes. Trying to make sure Nibble doesn't poop on camera here. They're all having a pee. A couple of other questions that I've had. The main thing is people want to know, a lot of people that don't know English Bulldogs, purebred English Bulldogs, want to know why they're so expensive. There's a number of reasons. I actually have a list of those on merwinsdogs.com to kind of explain why English Bulldogs are so expensive. But a lot of the reason that the English Bulldogs are so expensive is because a lot of things that a normal dog mom would do, English Bulldog moms do not do, or they don't do very well. And the other thing that factors into the cost of an English Bulldog puppy, a purebred English Bulldog puppy, is the static costs that go into them. So English Bulldogs generally cannot make babies naturally, so you can't just put a boy and a girl in a pen together and let things happen. They have to have artificial insemination. So that means that getting stud for an English Bulldog from a male is rather expensive, and that jacks the price up as well, because any breeder that you go to that does their own artificial insemination process is going to charge a higher price for stud, because they have to include the artificial insemination process and their machines and all that other kind of stuff into their cost. So you're generally looking at a stud fee. I'd say your average stud fee for a regular English Bulldog male is going to be anywhere between $1,000 and $1,500 just for the attempt to make some puppies. Now, that doesn't even mean that you're guaranteed to have puppies, because most breeders will tell you your stud fee is your stud fee. We'll breed them for 3 or 4 days, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You're just out the money. So that can happen. And then you also, so because their heads are so big, generally the females, the mamas, cannot give birth naturally. There's been a few here and there that do. There are some vets that say try to let them give birth naturally. We don't. I don't want to take any chances with my girls. I love my mamas. They're our pets. They hang out inside with us. And they also make babies once every year to a year and a half. Generally, we do a year and a half, so we let their body get tons of time to recover. So that means we don't get many litters out of the mamas, because we're not running a puppy mill. We're not breeding them every 6 months and trying to pump babies out of them. So that, of course, raises the price some too, because we have less puppies. Let's see. So you got your static costs. So your C-section is generally going to run anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000 as well. And keep in mind, a lot of those costs are static no matter how many puppies you have. So what that means is if you, let's say your mama you do the $1,500 for artificial insemination, and then you have your C-section, which is $1,000, and let's say she only has 1 puppy or 2 puppies in there. Well, that means before that puppy ever has shots or microchips or any of that kind of stuff, you've got like $1,200. My math's probably off some there, but you've got roughly $1,000 to $1,200 in each puppy alone, just at your cost. And that doesn't include any vet shots, microchips, dewormer, the standard checkups you got to take them in for, that kind of stuff. The other thing is leading up to the mama having the babies. Many times you're going to have to go in and you're going to have multiple x-rays or ultrasounds, those kind of things. And of course, those are going to be, a minimum of $100 per trip to go in and have those things done to make sure the babies are good, they're healthy, and see what stage the mama's at. And there's just a lot of hidden costs and fixed costs. So what I tell everybody is just keep in mind that, having a big litter is a blessing because that lowers some of the cost on the puppies per puppy. But then you still want to, as a breeder, this is a 24/7 job for me. And so I still have bills to pay, and I still have things that we have to take care of around my house and take care of, getting my girls in school, getting their school supplies, getting our groceries, all that jazz, normal life. So that's why your bulldog cost is so high, because these guys are purebred. They're registered with AKCs, and we try to include with our puppies everything we can think of. So their AKC registration is prepaid. All you have to do is go online and register them, give them a name, and sign them up. We do a 1-year health guarantee for our puppies, and what that entails is that's going to cover any genetic defect that may cause your puppy to die in the first year that you have your puppy. I've not seen that anywhere else. As far as breeders goes, there are probably some out there that have that, but for us, we take so much pride in our puppies. If anything was to happen, God forbid, then all we tell you to do, and we have a contract for all of this. We have a spay and neuter contract. We have a health guarantee. We do everything on paper because we like to be honest and upfront. And so, yeah, if a puppy was to die within the first year and it's a genetic defect or a genetic abnormality or something like that causes it, all we ask our clients and our buyers to do is take the puppy within 7 days, take the body to the vet, ask the vet to do an autopsy to determine what the cause of death was. If the vet determines that it was a pre-existing genetic factor like a heart abnormality or something like that, the vet can put that in writing. The buyer can then send that to us, and we don't do refunds, but we will replace with another puppy from another litter down the line. So we have that there just in case something was to happen, because English Bulldogs are prone to all kinds of health conditions. And that's what we're careful with the breed for. We try to breed and make sure we don't breed into them. I'm sure there's a lot more questions people probably have, so please just throw them down in the comments. And if you got any value out of this, please give us a like, a subscribe, a share, those kind of things. All of that helps. And of course, we really, really deeply appreciate everybody that's gotten a bulldog, gotten a puppy with us, left us feedback, left us reviews, and we're super happy. I love, like I said, I posted on our Facebook the other day, I love seeing our puppies get spoiled when they go to their homes. It makes me so happy. So anyway, I hope you all have a great day. I hope you have a great weekend as we're going into the weekend here. And God bless y'all. Thank you. Chloe. Say bye.